Question 3. Two sound waves are traveling through one another as shown below. So we have our two sound waves. This one, that's the first sound wave. And then here's the second sound wave, the lower one. The two waves have different frequencies, but the same amplitude. So let's just say that the amplitude is 1 for both of these. It'll make your life easier. Let's say they're 1. Now, here it says draw the resulting superposition wave below. So there are numbers written here to kind of help you. These are time measurements in seconds. So there's kind of like 3 rows. There's this row right here, there's a middle row right here, and there's another third row down here. I'm going to explain the purpose of these numbers. I think it will help when you draw your superposition. All the numbers right here in the middle are when both waves are completely in phase or completely out of phase. So at these particular moments, this is where we have crest crest, trough trough, or crest trough. So at 1 second, this is a crest, this is a trough. At 2 seconds, this is a trough, this is a crest. At 10 seconds, this is a trough, this is a trough. So these middle numbers are when both waves are at a maximum or a minimum. Now let's talk about these upper numbers. 4. At the 4-second mark, the upper wave has a crest. 6-second mark, there's a trough. 8-second mark, here's a crest. So I try to give you time locations for when these are at its maximums or minimums. And then the lower numbers. At the 3-second mark, the lower one has a trough. 5-second mark, crest. 7-second mark, trough. 9-second mark, crest. My suggestion, when you're trying to draw this, I probably would make like a X and Y axis kind of deal so you can add up numbers. So location 1, this has an amplitude of 1. This has an amplitude of -1. When I add it together, I get 0. So my first point will be 0. Now with this 2 location, this is -1, this is 1. I add them together, I get 0. 3-second mark. This is -1, and this is 0. So I add those together. My next point will be at 3 seconds, it'll be -1. And I keep going through it. I add up their amplitudes at this locations. And then once I have all those amplitudes, I plot them. Then I just connect up the line. That's how I would go about doing it. Once you have that drawn, question B and C is pretty simple.